Hello, hello. Happy Friday, happy Saturday. We are back at it again with some trails through Daybreak II. I learned a neat little thing while I was waiting for stream to start. Apparently, you can get like mad close with the camera on keyboard and mouse. See, like we were like inside for a second there, but like, oh, it's gone. It doesn't work no more. Like no other time. You can't do this on controller. It's like Shizuna is about to jump you. Anyways.
Well.
I think last we left off, we had like a pretty short stream last time. Left ourselves with like getting jumped in the Great Spire. But I think we did do just about everything. At least before like making some main progress. Yeah, just a real quick cut as soon as Shizuna like gets like red in your face. You're dead. Anyways, how are you doing? How's your morning? Hope it's going well. I myself have had a little bit of a busy morning. In where I was preparing for some like housewarming stuff for like a friend of mine. Ended up making 2 apple pies kind of earlier in the day with a crumble crust. First time I've ever done a crumble crust. Can't say it looked very appetizing. I maybe used too much crumble. And when I pulled it out of the oven, it looked like Italian sausage. And I probably took the least flattering picture I could have ever taken for one of my pies. Oh, you know, I kind of want to share it. Here, I'll save it here. Desktop, let me make sure it's the right picture. These are the pictures of the dog that I found. Okay, but like, I'm serious though. It really did look like Italian sausage when I pulled it out. Not the most appetizing thing, but you know, it's cooled down. I've tried it. It tastes great. Just don't look good. But all that's up there is just like, it's a mixture of like white sugar, brown sugar, a little bit of flour, and like some cinnamon. It turned out pretty good, but the visuals leave much to be desired. We will knock it out of the park next time I end up doing a crumble topping. But a good first experiment. I've always done like a lattice. I've always made like extra crust and like, you know, roll it out, cut it and all that. But I was feeling a little lazy. Not really enough time for me to like go ahead and make the dough myself for the tops. So we opted for this instead. Okay, should we? Yeah, any home cooked stuff, no need for visual, just chow down. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, at least when it comes to me, if I'm only eating for myself, presentation does not matter. I will eat slop if it's only me who has to eat it. But when I'm like cooking for other people, for sure I care. 100%. But yeah, I will 100% chow down on some like brown slop. I forget where I heard it, but I swear I heard someone say like, oh yeah, if the food's brown, you know it's good. And like, I haven't been proven wrong. You know, generally, I've had a good time eating brown food. Any case. Yeah, I think we'll do away with the guide today. I'll just, should I? We've been doing so well. Okay, we're gonna open up the guide. Yeah, Daybreak II. I'm sure I've done everything I can though. We're in Act 1. Man, that is insane. Are we in Act 1? Have we only gone to Act 1 and...
Confirming your schedule.
Where are we in the game? Oh, we're in Act 2. Okay. I'm not that far behind. Act 1 in 38 hours would have been nuts. Okay. Yeah, Longport. We did the sibling showdown, missing dragon chariot, the Longport cook-off, and the eroded cave. So we are in night. We've done rumors and regrets. We've done cave monstrum. And then yeah, we've gotten all this stuff here. Oh, we didn't watch a movie. We could have missed out on this. Where's the movie theater here?
Allow me to assist.
And then we will be watching Sharkferno. Oh, that's neat. I didn't realize that they had the thing that says if you purchase the pamphlet or not. I like that. And then the Return of the King. Oh. They got Lord of the Rings in this universe? We love it. How many will be watching? Ooh. I want to take Shizuna to the movies. We'll take Shizuna to the movies. And then who else? Who would be fun? Who's like the least likely pairing I have for like Shizuna? We've seen a lot of like Shizuna. Honestly, Shizuna Fairy is like really funny because Shizuna is like super unhinged when like Fairy's around. Like Fairy will just say some shit and Shizuna be like, yeah, exactly. I don't know if she has that many interactions with Reset. We like Fairy though. We're gonna take another daughter to the movies. Van headed into the theater with his company of choice, having decided to watch a movie during their work break. Yeah, instantly, like minute 5, we've jumped to the movies. Oh, they're using East 9? The story is set at a well-known campsite in a tranquil forest, in which for many weeks a number of inexplicable accidents have occurred. Several people fall victim to localized forest fires, yet their charred remains show signs of assault by some kind of fearsome predator. A park ranger named Brick makes an appeal to delay the mountaineering season until they can determine the cause of these strange incidents. However, the mayor, who values the money brought in from tourism over safety, cuts off the investigation and opens the mountain to climbers. Sounds very Jaws. Amidst all of this, Brick reaches out to his old zoologist friend of his name, Lisa, to help him continue his investigation. By the time they realize all the victims were killed by the flame monster from local folklore, it's already too late. Just as the numerous campers are starting to enjoy themselves, the titular Sharkferno appears. Oh, you know what? That makes so much sense. I forgot that we clicked the movie Sharkferno. Of course it's going to be alluding to a little bit of Jaws.
Why is this happening? And on the day we opened up the mountain, no less. Everyone, please remain calm. We aren't in any danger, so please don't be as...
Oh, he got roasted. Oh, damn.
He got the mayor. Oh, we have to do something, Brick, or we'll be next.
If this is anything like the old-timers' folktale, we might be able to kill it by snuffing out its flames. Look, a tank of nitrogen. If we destroy that, the monster will be as good as toast.
I can,
so
like, never
away.
not place Kaji
How are we?
Tang.
Leave that part to me. I've got a plan.
I've heard Ichiban so many times. Every time I hear that man talk.
Hey, why the hell did you cut your palm? How's that a plan?
If you paid any attention in school, you'd know sharks are attracted to the smell of blood. I'm gonna lure it away. Oh, bet you never thought a zoologist could be so gutsy. Well, I'm tougher than I look.
Didn't, like, Junji Ito have, like,
You're one hell of a
A
woman,
manga
Lisa,
like this?
and I'm glad to know your head's still screwed on tight. Okay, let's smother that oversized matchstick once and for all!
Smile, you son of a bitch!
That's peak cinema. Then we're gonna find out Shizuna's already like fought this thing like 7 times. Like with a blindfold on. Why would the mayor open up the mountains to the public with a wild animal on the loose? He should be ashamed of himself. Any mayor who doesn't put their people's interests first isn't fit for the job. So lawful. Good thing they had heroes like Brick and Lisa who would swoop in to save the day. They probably could have stopped the problem before it got out of hand if the mayor hadn't gotten in the way of their investigation. Though, there might not have been a way around it. Why's that? Because of an unwritten rule of society. Influential landowners will always deny the existence of ferocious man-eating sharks. Yeah, that's definitely unwritten. Huh. And if they had acknowledged it, they wouldn't have stopped the investigation. And they could have wrapped the shark problem up sooner. Maybe these shark movies are deeper than I thought. I've never actually watched Sharknado. Should I watch Sharknado one day? The people in Calvard sure do make fun movies. That was awesome. Normally easy to tell a good B movie from a bad one. I like watching them, even if it's a toss-up whether I have a good time or not. Sadly, a lot of B movies these days are just blatant rip-offs of other films. I'll pick a theme similar to some big blockbuster, give it a misleading title, and make a B movie out of it. I think of all the B movies I've ever watched, the worst one I've ever seen. I willingly sat down and watched Atlantic Rim. It was with a couple of friends. It was like budget Pacific Rim, a billion times worse. They call them mockbusters. Interesting. I guess people having the freedom to make whatever they want can be a good and bad thing. Well, I'm no expert in the art of filmmaking, but I think all creative-minded people need something that can light a spark of inspiration. When people put their all into their work, even if it's derivative, it can still result in a product that's satisfying for their audience. Very good point from Shizuna. Does that make any sense? That's some pretty profound insight. Can't believe you got all that from watching a shark movie. I'm just fascinated by film culture, that's all. Still, you're not going to create a classic if you're just imitating others. That must be why mockbusters never stack up to the originals. Alright, we will be buying that brochure. I was not expecting that from Shizuna. Again, her stocks keep rising. Oh, they're really gonna let us hang out with Shizuna a bunch this game, aren't they?
Man, that movie was kick-ass!
Right.
Like, judging from how little the bar moved for her, we've seen like characters with like half a bar for like 25 points. Shizuna had like 4 stars. She's in it for the long haul. We're gonna hire this lady. Okay, let's see. Quick check. Enemies clear. Good. I think we're a-okay. We're ready to start the main story. With no sub-stories, no side quests, no forced brigands to bog us down for like 3 hours. We're gonna step inside and like the tower's gonna explode. And they're gonna be like, damn, we shouldn't have used the front door. And then like we're gonna get like dead end, like re-zeroed. Yeah, knowing Sally's probably perched up at the top floor of the Great Spire. You ready to storm the place? The entrance is still heavily guarded. You'd think these guys would at least need a bathroom break or something.
Now, what might you people be up to?
Lucretia? She's not an op, right? Crazy to be built like that. It's the golden butterfly. Joy. Been a while, hasn't it? We haven't seen each other since what, the festival? I could sense you lurking in the shadows, by the way. I was planning to drop by and say hi if you didn't come out to play.
My. You all look like you're having a ball. I came here in search of something, and what do I find? A party I was not invited to. Oh, I'm heartbroken.
What are you searching for? Wait, don't tell me.
Don't worry your handsome little head. I am not after the piece of that device, fascinating though it is. If you recall our little chat from this afternoon, I was given a rather vexatious request that I could not refuse.
I have a feeling you're not going to tell us what that request entails. Not that I really care one way or another, mind you. Anyways, you were planning on heading in there, right? Want to go in together? Wait, Lucretia, party member?
Oh?
Are you sure that's such a good idea? You are playing with some seriously scalding fire there, bud. I know. I don't care. Like I said earlier, we need every tool at our disposal. Even the unconventional ones. Besides, I have a feeling she was going to join up with us whether we wanted her to or not. You raise a fair point.
As usual, you have such a way with words.
This is a very left field. I was not expecting her to be on her side.
Very well. You may use me however you wish, assuming you can handle me.
Out of context? Out of context? March 6th.
Huh? What's that sound?
It sounds like something's burning. Huh?
We got a laser
What on
pointer
earth?
on the door.
It's a machine with a cloaking device. Do you think they're gonna try a frontal assault?
Gonna be hard to smoke them out if they're using camouflage. Call for backup.
Oh yeah, we're using like everyone in Longport here.
Everything's going according to plan.
Those Marduk guys sure make some neat little toys. I don't even think that baby's on the market yet.
So like, that's two Marduks, right? Because they're using Marduk bots, but we're also using other Marduk bots against them?
Operating multiple
Who's working
drones
for
at
who?
once is so not as easy as it looks. Okay, you guys are up next. Get on out there and raise some hell. Oh, and don't let any passersby get caught in the crossfire.
You got it, lady. Man, oh man. We really got the short end of the stick here. Man sure is asking the world of this old drunk.
Oh, come on. It's not all bad. At least you've got me to back you up. Plus, you can't tell me you aren't getting a kick out of this.
True. This is kind of like gambling after all. Just with higher stakes.
They got like Gambit moveset. Oh no, they just got straps.
Sid, you guys better watch yourselves out there, all right?
Will do! Alright, boys? Let's get in there and kick some Heyway ass! Yeah!
That ought to keep him busy for a while. You guys ready, Reset?
Yes, we have arrived at the infiltration point. You have our gratitude, Mirabelle.
It's crazy to send like some dudes and like two gamblers against the Shongshu and like Heiyue. Like, I don't like those odds, but you know, it is what it is.
We can take it from here.
All right then. Shall we begin?
Open session!
Wait, she can just open portals? Nah, that's a nuts ability. She got that Looney Tunes hole. Infiltration complete. Wow, there's not a single scratch on the wall. That dusk glaive of yours is pretty handy in a pinch. That blade could cut a path straight through the barrier. Actually, it's more like a cut through space itself. It's almost as though it has some otherworldly properties. An artifact. Yeah, she cut through dimension. Very perceptive. Your unclouded eye is as impressive as they say. And so is that sword you wield. No doubt there is a number of fascinating stories surrounding it. Yep. Want to hear a few of them? Let's start with the one about how it was first forged. Guys, this isn't story time. We need to focus on the task at hand. Mirabelle and the rest can only keep their forces distracted for so long. Let's push our way up to the top. Tamam! Again, I don't remember Fairy saying that in the first game. Is it just like... Is she ever gonna explain it? Like, I'm sure it has to do with like her like culture and stuff. But... Again, I don't think she's ever said it. Oh, what the fuck?
That's above an A-level quest. This'll make her warm up.
Forget about your charge attack!
Is this that one robot that we always see?
Pulverize you in one go!
Put an end to this!
Pulverize you in one go!
You snooze, you lose.
Too slow! Up to you, Reset!
Open! Initiating drive!
Nah, that robot looks more like a samurai.
Make it count, Aaron!
This is only like halfway there.
I'm feeling frisky.
Initiating skill.
What did Lucretia mean by that?
Cleave them in two, princess.
Too slow!
One steel coming right up!
Here I go. Full boost. Go get him, tiger.
One steel coming right up!
Battle complete. We did exemplary work.
Always got it down, Reset.
Alright, we're not breaking pots.
Looks like a chest.
And I've said it before, but it really feels weird to be like swinging on dudes.
Getting engaged! Brace yourself! Don't let your feet
Snooze, you lose.
Like just seeing like the dudes as like overworld monsters is funny to me.
Dice you up! Keep it up!
I failed. You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Pretty hot shit, Van.
Boost gauge fully replenished!
This elevator appears to be in emergency mode. It's likely it will only be able to travel a limited number of floors. No going straight to the top, huh? Well, we'll just have to take it as far as we can. No. I want to explore.
Looks like
Hello?
the gang's all here.
At this point, we can just kind of like run it down. I've gotten my my fights out of these guys. Just don't want to miss a chest.
Looks like a chest.
These guys could be different fighters though.
Don't let your feet
Are they both the same?
Snooze, you lose.
Ooh, an EX chain with Lucretia? I have to see this.
Dice you up! You got this!
I'm on it.
It's over! You're crushed!
Damn.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You were I won. Spriggan.
Alright, straight to the top. This is reminding me of like the Rhineford. The Rhineford dungeon. When you're going through like the Rhineford building. And I think it was like Cold Steel 2.
Pulverize you in one go! Pulverize you in one go!
Snooze, you lose.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Yeah, just like fighting in like a vaguely office building is really all it takes. Yeah, to get the uncle embezzling the factory, yeah.
I failed. Huh? You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You nailed it, Van.
Invading an office building, and fighting archaisms. It's funny that it's happened twice.
Looks like some good loot.
Okay, I think we fought those guys.
Oh my. Quite the reception.
Looks like some good loot.
Yeah, thank you, Marion Garten, for like not having me fight every single fight here to like grind.
The young swordsman's fighting style is quite lovely. I cannot help but be entranced by
Oh?
it.
I was about to make the same comment about yours. It's bewitching, elegant, and ruthless all at once. I wish I could take it all in for myself.
Get a room, you two.
It seems we have much in common.
For sure.
Oh no. They're like two psychopathic peas in a pod.
Ooh, now they'd make for a fun fight.
We'll ignore that.
Let's do battle. Proceed with caution.
Oh, goodies for the taking.
I love doing these locks.
Access granted.
That's okay.
Going in. Conducting search.
It's kind of just going like a line, but could be worse.
Conducting search. Conducting search.
Ah, damn.
Now I've done it. I'll be more careful this time.
It might be over.
Conducting search. Confirming surroundings.
It's like misleading. Not misleading. I can never tell like the distance of those circles.
Conducting search. That's a good lock. Now do me a side bypass the security. I made it! This thing's as good as unlocked.
Oh. Increase arts power but raises EP? That'll be nice. Just like have like an arts nuke.
Looks like some good loot.
Yeah, crazy how much Sepith we got. We're rolling in it. Damn, how many more floors do we got? It's like Tartarus all over again.
Looks like a chest.
Okay, I don't know if I've fought this yet. It looks bigger than the other one with the blue ring, so I'm just gonna fight it.
Look out!
It's go time!
Keep moving,
Van! You got this!
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You are a wonder, Spriggan.
Careful. Let's involve an A-level threat.
Oh! Goodies for the taking.
Also, I think the guide website is lagging me. I should, like, minimize it when I'm not using it. We are not a big fan of ads.
Why are there so many guards? I thought we took them by surprise.
It's not out of character for him to have planned for every conceivable contingency.
But why go to all that effort? Just can't figure out what the hell that guy's after.
I don't care about the whys or hows. I already know everything I need to know. You've gone too damn far this time, Sal.
Yeah, Sal is kind of a freak like that. Would not put it past him.
Oh! Goodies for the taking.
But again, I'm also thinking it could be a red herring. Like, he could be, like, totally uninvolved. It's not impossible.
Looks like a chest. Looks like the gang's all here.
Cool. Damn, there really is like a billion floors to this place. I actually have the map here though, so.
Whew, that hits the spot.
Anything else we should be aware of here? I think we're good.
Whew, that hits the spot.
Alright, running down time. We're on save 75.
Greetings, Van. It's so good of you to join us.
Okay, he's 100% involved. No way he would be saying bullshit like this. Alright, I'm gonna beat his ass. He's super involved. That's some like super villain level like pose. Why is he doing this to Ashen?
Ashen!
Aaron, you came. I'm so glad to see you're okay.
What is he cooking? Get him out of the kitchen.
It's been a while since we last spoke, White Orchid Dragon, is what I'd normally say. But you're the one who gave me that job, right?
How do you do? We may have crossed blades back in the old capital, but I've never had the pleasure of sharing a conversation with you.
My. Never would I have expected you to enlist the aid of not only the Divine Blade of Silver, but also Marduk and the Society. Your popularity among unscrupulous individuals is growing at an alarming rate.
Yeah, and so have my debts with them, much to my chagrin.
How much of like Zemuria's problems would be solved if we just like toss this guy out a window?
But I'll grin and bear it. I knew I needed a stacked deck if I was to beat your ass.
Why, thank you. That's quite high praise. I must give my compliments to you as well. You surmounted every obstacle I laid along your path.
Shut the hell up, you piece of shit.
Thank you, Aaron.
I'm only gonna ask this once. Was it you, Sal? Were you the one who framed Fan and poisoned Gien?
Did you reach that conclusion all by yourself?
God, I hate this guy.
You're exactly right. I am the one who orchestrated both.
He actually confessed.
But again, is that enough? I feel like they might be like playing a trick on me. Like, what if he's being like, he's being coy with it, you know? to like hide something else.
You son of a bitch! Do you have any idea what you've done? Thanks to you, the Liu family is in shambles, and you've made a mess out of my town!
You think I'm not aware of all that? I can assure you, I am acting in the best interest of Heiyue. I had no other choice.
What are you talking about? You framed Baba.
Oh no!
Poisoned Yeye.
Oh no, Ashin's about to get like... Damn. That's like utter shambles, isn't it?
I know you've always made sacrifices and used whatever means necessary to achieve your goals. But even so, you... The Tao Li I knew from so long ago... would never have been so cruel to Baba and Yeye! To our family!
Is this Ashin correction? Is she gonna be a good character? I mean, she's already fine. It's just, it's genuinely just the one flaw.
Ashin!
I haven't known you as long as Ashin, but for the most part, I agree with her. I'm sure you've got some justification for your actions. You wouldn't say I had no other choice unless you meant it. I get that. But even if I understand, I don't have to accept it. Someone has to make you pay for what you've done. And that someone is gonna be me!
Alright, let's beat his ass.
Well said.
Kinda wish they'd both be toxic together.
Let us put a pin in this little chat for now.
Looky here. The Liu family Shangsho have come out to play.
We saw this coming a Selja away.
Indeed, we did. They're like the Shangsho we encountered at the old capital, though these guys are way stronger.
Oh.
Let us commence this bout.
Oh, gladly.
Oh. I don't often get to see the techniques of Gekka firsthand.
I'm gonna wipe that smug grin right off your face!
Now then, let us do battle.
This is all for Heiyue's sake.
Alright, what do I got? I surely have something. Arts damage up.
Face me.
Just arts damage. Alright. Well, we'll send it this way then.
I like where this is headed.
Boost level maximum. Activating skill.
I'll leave you speechless. Scarlet Dance. Here goes!
Activating skill.
Blink and you'll miss it. Soar for me! Stand! Keep moving, Van!
74k. Damn. We could just finish a lot of these dudes now if I like...
Get him, Tiger.
Honestly, if I hit like a... Right now, I feel like maybe Van is stronger than Shizuna.
Let's party!
So... I could just like coin bullet.
It's go time! Approach,
Or something stronger. I could do this.
Dice you up! Here goes!
Activating skill.
Time for the main event!
And that damage bonus is gonna be crazy.
Vandalize! Rain!
You're holding your own rather well.
Now we're talking. Unlocked.
Oh, we delayed him too? Nice. We're not gonna give his ass a single turn.
Going all in!
Can we freeze him?
Counting on you, Shizuna!
Right away. Raging blizzard. Let's go.
Engaging skill.
You won't want to miss this. My blade is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight.
Oh, I just thought about the fact that there might be like another fight right after this. I should not be going this hard. Nah, he deserves it.
Flying golden butterfly.
Initiating skill.
Lucretia, go do something funny.
It's your call.
Ah, we can't hit anything before his turn.
Go get him,
It's fine. We'll let him get one hit off.
Activating drive.
Shall we dance?
Stun.
That's nothing.
Go! Shut them down, Reset. One skill coming right up.
Chance!
It's go time.
Give it your all.
It's over. You're crushed.
Here's my chance.
Oh, he's kind of staying in it for a little while, huh?
I like where this is headed.
I caught you off guard. You have been flame shot!
Ooh, that is a nasty debuff.
Have a peek at my humble little special.
Is Lucretia gonna finish it? Oh, not with 900 damage she is.
Up to you, Reset.
One skill coming right up. Let's
We
go.
might actually have to kill him.
Time to push through.
Show me what you got.
Engaging skill.
Got Silverblade.
Try and see through this. Yeah.
It's go time.
Boost level maximum.
I suggest we strike now.
Going all in.
Activating skill.
Got you.
How long until we can recast?
Keep moving, Van.
How come Van can recast already?
Let's party.
Here, we'll hit him in the back again.
Raging Buster.
Well fought.
Easy. If it turns out we get like completely dicked on in the cutscene, I'm gonna be so sad.
Shamsha wouldn't hold a candle to the divine blade of silver and the golden butterfly.
They weren't bad or anything, though their coordination could use some work.
All right, Shizuna is like not out of breath at all. I'm getting good vibes.
And then there was one.
I'm gonna cut you a deal, Sal. Give up nicely, and I'll let you off the hook. With a broken bone or two.
Just that much? I think we should kill him.
Oh, how very tempting. Unfortunately, I think I'll have to decline. I have a counter-proposal. How about I take this chance to clear the air, as well as your gross misunderstanding of the situation? In truth, the uprising was conducted with Gien's approval. Huh?
Yeah, approved it?
Thought so.
It all started at the end of last year, when the link between the Lai family and Almada was exposed.
I mean, are they just like trying to get everyone?
As a result, they were promptly ousted from the council, but the damage to Heiyue's reputation had already been done.
Cleaning house?
After all, any connection to those terrorists, however tenuous, is tantamount to scandal. Almada's many atrocities brought forth chaos and disorder upon the criminal underworld. They planted seeds of doubt in our fair organization, and had we not uprooted them, our status would have withered and perished.
Yeah, I can see how that'd suck for you guys. You're the ultimate authority of the criminal underworld. So, you can't go around breaking your founding principles willy-nilly.
That seed of doubt could have sprouted further uprisings, and maybe even led to the formation of a second or third Almada. That's why you chose to eliminate any trace of uncertainty in a few decisive blows.
I couldn't have put it better myself. We had to cleanse the rot that had been festering within Heiyue. Simply put, we had grown too big too fast. and we had to eradicate the infestation that was tearing us apart at the seams. That's why we fanned the flames of the Lai family uprising, and acted as though the Liu family was entering its final chapter.
And they couldn't just, like, say it? They had us go through all of this?
But how could they go that far? Yaya allowed himself to be poisoned just for that?
The chances of receiving Fawn's approval were next to none, so we had to take drastic measures. Thankfully, he was plenty agreeable from behind bars. Once we received his consent, we began the preparations for his release. As for Gian, we ensured that he was administered a non-lethal dose of poison. I saw to that
Early
myself.
stream? Yes. We are early streaming today because we have a busy night ahead, so didn't want to miss out on more trails.
In fact, we just received word that Gian has safely recovered. You needn't worry about him a moment longer.
Okay, what was the fucking point?
Oh, that's good to hear.
I feel like everything we did kind of just didn't matter.
The hell?
A non-lethal poison is a rare find. But who was your supplier, I wonder?
I mean, like you said, though, like, I'll take any reason to beat ass, but, like...
That's a very good question indeed.
In any event, our actions have more or less satisfied those who are plotting the Liu family's downfall.
Like, we didn't attack anyone, like, from the Liu family. We just fucking beefed it with Cao, like, this whole time. Or at least this building. Why did we do this?
Which means all is well in the criminal underworld. And our rule within it is once again uncontested.
Okay, great. Good job, man.
Very soon, the name of the greatest syndicate in the Republic will reverberate throughout its underbelly once more.
Toss him out the window.
So that's Cao and Yaya's goal.
And to you, deception and betrayal are small prices to pay. It even links back to everything with the tyrant. I guess this is Heiyue's way of doing things. There has to be a line that you should never ever cross!
I mean, like... Am I tripping for thinking they didn't really do anything too bad if it was all that controlled? Because it seems like... I mean, it all makes sense. It's just like... We didn't need all this extra stuff. Like, just do it and, like... Let the people who cause shit know. You know?
Well, I suppose we can agree to disagree as to the ethics of our methods. I know our machinations have caused you no end of trouble. For that, you have my humblest apology.
Like, bro could have just said this first.
Were Aaron and I just pawns in your eyes? Is that all we are to you? Well, that's okay. I'm just relieved you didn't betray us, Cao.
Man. This man does not deserve this. He can't keep getting away with this.
Sorry to rain on your parade after you just put a bow on this whole thing.
Why does he get to win?
But I'm gonna need you to cut the bullshit already.
Alright, Van, let's see it. Let's see it.
What do you...
You say you're acting in Heiyue's best interest, but we both know that couldn't be further from the truth. If you just wanted to dump the waste, you could have had this whole thing wrapped up by this afternoon.
He's got a point there.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it felt like a lot of this didn't have to happen. What's going on?
Yeah, and also, pulling yourself up at the top of a building and putting armed robots around every corner is, not something an innocent man does.
But it is true that creating this situation was Mr. Lee's true aim.
What does that mean?
The lie becomes the truth, and the truth becomes a lie. I've had enough of your games, Sao! Just tell me what the hell it is you're planning!
I say we string him up and make him spill his guts. And not just in a manner of speaking.
Yes, yes, yes. This is why I like Lucretia.
There's no need for that. I really am acting in Heiyue's best interest. That was no lie.
If the only person who's sad about him dying is Ashen, I say we take that loss.
I, however, elected not to mention that I was acting in my own interests as well. If you wish to know my true aim, I'll enlighten you. I'm paving the way for the next generation of Heiyue by founding a new family.
Okay.
Oh no, not you!
He was just waiting up there for Zhao to do the thing, huh? What a fucking aura farmer, holy shit.
Guess that solves the mystery of who his boss is.
A new family?
In other words, he wants a seat on the council.
I think I'm finally grasping the bigger picture here.
My, what a lofty ambition. Do be careful not to get crushed under its weight.
I wouldn't dream of it, madam. I've been laboring towards this dream for much too long.
Okay, I mean, like, that tracks. This all really tracks.
And now, it is finally seeing the light of day. My time has arrived at last.
Just as my patience was beginning to wane, we need only stall them until the witnesses arrive.
He was like, I was waiting on top of that roof for 10 minutes. Why didn't you signal me earlier?
Isn't that right, new head of the Lee family?
Oh, so that's his game.
Now it all makes sense. Since Heiyue's inception, the Elders have been the top dogs of the organization.
Did you know it's night? It's night in the middle of March. It's cold up there.
The numbers have gone up and down in the past, but it's almost impossible for a family to lose their seat entirely. Then the impossible happened, and the Lai family seat was up for grabs. If you manage to take it for yourself, you'll have achieved your long-held ambition.
Well done. You have seen right through my devious scheme.
I knew you were the type to aim high, but not that high. With Gao Long as your right-hand man, you've got everything you need to nab that special spot for yourself.
It's like straight out of like a Yakuza plot.
He also has the Lai family remnants. And the rebels of the Liu family. Am I wrong?
No, you're right on the mark. I even have a foothold in Crossbell. The other elders will have no choice but to recognize us.
Crossbell mention.
Let us celebrate the impending birth of my Lee family. I've invited a special guest who will also partake in the festivities.
They're working with them?
Not so fast!
Oh, I guess we did know that.
It's the shadow we saw at the eroded cave.
Like, I knew Gao Long was working with them, but for some reason I didn't like think about like Cao being a part of that too, until I saw that hand.
Takes a real coward to try a sneak attack like that one.
Nice reflexes there.
You can leave that thing to me, Aaron.
Gotcha! Thanks for having my back.
Did you seriously call me that thing? Ugh, whatever.
I will be expecting you to give this fight your all, Yorda.
I like Yorda's hair.
Hey, it's a drag, but I guess I did sign a contract with you.
It's a girl?
That face.
Uh-huh. I believe I just hit the jackpot. You must be the poor abandoned child who that man plucked from the garden. Now, where is your boss?
Poor abandoned child who that man plucked from the garden.
Boss?
Oh.
Are you saying?
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
so I'm ignoring you. I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not supposed to lie either. You're that Spriggan, right? You made a fool out of Ix, and the penalty for that is death.
Oh, great. The little brat has a look-alike.
My, you're such a naughty little thing. Someone ought to teach you some manners.
And now, all the actors have taken the stage. Although, with the Divine Blade of Silver and the Golden Butterfly on your team, you have the slightest of edges. Allow me to even the odds.
Is he jumping in again, or like what's he implying?
There it is. He had it
Yeah.
in his pocket all along.
That's the very same one we saw earlier.
Now then, let us begin.
So this is what Ix was talking about. I really can feel the power coursing through me.
I understand that this is a rare opportunity to test your mettle against powerful foes. Unfortunately, I will have to ask that we fight as a team.
I see. I suppose I can treat this as an opportunity to see how well we synergize on the battlefield.
They aren't gonna make this one easy for us.
We'll have to be especially careful against her.
I can keep her at bay.
Are we gonna bear the nightmare yet?
Mecha Masters and a wielder of shadows. I couldn't ask for better opponents.
This time, Aaron, I will be coming at you with everything I have.
You condescending bastard! I'm gonna break your ugly face!
Okay, like I said, we did kind of like spend it all last
Let
fight.
us fight to the death. I leave the heavy lifting to you, Gaolon.
Ugh, let's just get this over with.
I have enough in me to get one S-craft out for Aaron.
Bolt in your court!
Activating skill.
Out with a bang! Sword for me! Phoenix Stand!
I'll cut you up. Dirge Blade.
I won't hold back.
As much as I would like to be casting... Oh my god, we got muted, didn't we? Please work.
I wonder what you would
No!
do. Crimson Blade. Here. Too slow.
Oh my god, we're hurting. We're hurting! When is Reset's turn? Reset's got a
Maybe
turn
proceed with caution.
very far from now. Okay. It's so early, yeah. Yeah, we're doing such an early stream compared to usual. How you doing? How you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a good one. Forgot to say that's watermelon earlier too. Hope you're having a good one too. We're fighting for our
Maybe proceed with
lives.
caution.
They kinda did me dirty. Hold on, let's get... Gosh, I don't have anyone who can cast a shield on us.
Make it count.
No shields, no delays.
Next.
I need a heal.
Come any closer and I will kill you.
Make it count.
Initiating skill.
Butterfly.
And then Reset needs to make it. It's so important that Reset lives.
Can we speed this up?
There.
Here, we'll feed Reset, we'll do an S-craft.
Here goes. It's go time.
Keep everyone separated.
Time for the main event.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
If we're lucky, yeah, they turned around for
Consume
Vamp.
them.
Hand of Satanael.
Got your number.
Here's my chance.
I hate that we're still... Please go off. No.
Mr. Arkwright!
It's go time!
Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah, it's not looking
I wonder what
not
you will
looking
do
good.
next.
We'll get our hate up and just like move Van like really far away.
Over here!
Much as I don't want to, I'll have Reset steal this crit. We're not gonna get that shield up for a while.
One shield coming right up. I shall end this.
Double crit though.
It's over. Radiant, Sega!
I've never been too wowed with the amount of damage Reset does though. Outside of like arts.
Ebon Blade. No!
Let's go.
Initiating skill.
So annoying.
It's your call.
Playtime's
Okay,
over.
I'm just gonna like Curia Balm out of this.
There.
Whatever debuff that is like really whack.
Over here! Over you! Up to you, Reset!
Full boost.
Yeah, we're gonna play the long game here.
Afraid!
Cobalt Curse activate.
Unjing! Got the number!
Snack time. Oh. I'm motivated now.
Oh, they're gonna kill Lucretia! Oh, damn.
Now it's my turn. Full boost. Activating drive.
Sneaking up.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know what that did though.
One shield coming right up.
Let's go.
Okay. Removes buffs. Yeah, we need that.
Zerus form. Duality.
It's go time! Playtime's over.
May we proceed with caution?
Yeah, they make me think about my moves here.
Ugh, what a drag.
Activating skill.
Feast your eyes on me.
Now it's my turn.
Okay, kind of a weird movement from
Full boost. Hit them where it hurts.
him, even though Van has hate.
Initiating drive.
Up to you, Reset!
One shield coming right up.
Chance!
Full boost. Go all out.
Okay, how much does that cost? 16? We'll get 2 out of this.
Over here! All for you! We're only just getting started. Here goes!
Activating skill.
Brace yourself! Is this all you have to offer?
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So it's like a movement thing.
Initiating drive.
It's go time!
Oh, they're not doing anything. Okay, we take that.
May we proceed with caution?
Here, I'm feeling a little like Zerum powdery.
Don't hold anything back.
There. Here goes.
Kind of overkill. Reset probably could have finished the whole fight.
Sword for me.
Alright, I'm glad it's that fucker who's down.
Got your number. Up to you, Reset.
One shield coming right up.
Damn, okay, so Yorda is
Here goes.
the strongest.
Full boost. Go all out. Activating skill.
So what'd you miss aside from fighting Shadow from Eminence and Generic Fighter? Not too much. We found out that this guy here is staging a coup, and that's the whole reason why everything's kind of getting a little crazy here. Yeah, kind of pretty much it.
Activating drive.
Besides that, I mean, usual bullshit from that guy.
Gotcha! Up to you, Reset.
Oh, we got a name for this girl.
Hand of Satanael.
Oh!
Got your number.
Oh, I thought that hurt way more than it sounded, but I think we're good.
Ugh, what a drag.
Yeah, we'll just
Up to you, Reset.
keep our distance. Keep our distance and...
Let's party.
Hit them where it hurts.
Yeah, we love our Obsidian Ray. We'll get Fairy in on this too. I'll probably like swap out Aaron.
Skill coming right up.
Sneaking up.
Now we're talking. They're down for real.
Have some more.
Shut them down, Reset. Full boost. Initiating drive.
Playtime's over. I'm out.
I'm on the circle.
Energy output max.
Going all in.
I suggest we strike now. There.
Yeah, we didn't need S boost for that, but
One skill
we
coming
did
right up.
anyways.
Here's my chance. Activating drive.
Go, Reset. One skill coming right up.
Snack time.
Jawbreaker.
I'm motivated
That's
now.
so much health back.
Helter Onyx.
Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen. I probably should have thought about that. She's gotta vanish.
Hit them where it hurts.
Going all in.
That's scary.
Initiating drive. Go, Reset. One skill coming right up. Here goes.
Energy output
Okay, but we knocked her out of it.
Sneaking up.
That's not too bad.
Reset. One skill coming right up. Now we're talking.
And if no one's in it, it's not too bad either. It seems like she loses her turn for that.
Zeroth form. Duality. Yeah, it's all my end.
Here goes.
Okay, this hate is just not working.
Over here. For you. Up to you, Reset.
Initiating drive. Reset. One skill coming right up. Now we're talking.
Engaging skill.
Now then, let's do this. My blade is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight.
There. Behold. Zero gleam.
Yeah, let's beat this kid.
Energy output
Some kid-on-kid violence. Fairy, get in there.
Can you just die already, please?
Here goes.
Activating skill.
It's the end of the line. You're finished. Take this. Rampage.
I can't deal with this crap.
Oh, nice.
Stronger than ever. Stats upgraded. Onwards and upwards. I'll reach even greater heights.
Had enough yet?
You want to go another round? Huh?
Under normal circumstances, I would gladly accept that invitation.
I wouldn't. I'm done.
I believe I'm rather spent as well.
I do like the way Yorda is like, she's giving me kind of like early Fee. A mix of like early Fee and like, I don't know, another character. Can't pin it yet.
Ah, our witnesses have just arrived. Impeccable timing.
Oh no, we're framed as... We're gonna be framed as the bad guys!
Papa! Yeah! Mr. Liu has been released.
Yan's already back on his feet?
I am. The poison has completely left my system. Though I suppose I'm still a little wobbly.
There is much I'd like to say on this matter. But for now, I'll just say thank you, everyone. As for you, Zhao, I still can't believe you did all this.
My apologies for all the trouble I've caused you.
I don't get it!
I was simply carrying out Yan's will to the best of my ability. I hope you understand.
Okay, so like if he beat us, like what? They just walk in and be like, alright, the same shit? Like, I don't get it.
You carried it out brilliantly as always. I have no complaints.
It probably wouldn't look great for him to be in like the hall and like all 6 of us being dead.
Well, save for one. Are you really intending to found a new family?
I knew this day would come eventually.
You're not going to stop him?
Of course not. We're well past the point of no return. My only regret is that I'm losing such a valuable and dependable subordinate.
If we attempt to stop him now, Heiyue will fall into further confusion.
Yeah, I get that. I'm confused too.
But...
My imprisonment may have ended without prosecution, but it was still caused by a rift within the Liu family. Even if Cao were to return now, he would never be able to recover everyone's trust.
This is what's best for Heiyue. In fact, the White Orchid Dragon has my blessing.
They should just get rid of this man.
What?
Are you serious?
Guess that's it then.
If it's a matter of not trusting him, then don't trust him.
Cao resolved Heiyue's internal debacle in one fell swoop and formed a new family in the process. Your people are going to be talking about this for weeks.
Or perhaps even months. It is being led by the famous White Orchid Dragon, after all.
The Liu family will no doubt lose some of its authority in the wake of this. That said, I sincerely believe this will benefit Heiyue as a whole.
But... you can't!
I will take that to mean you approve of our plan. Excellent.
He can't keep getting away with this!
If the Liu family, as well as the head of the elders, acknowledge us, then our family is as good as formed. All right, let's leave it at that for today. We can announce our plans to the other elders at a later date.
They're teleporting away!
I'm not finished with you, you bastard!
Know your place, boy! The window for discussion has closed. This is now strictly a Heiyue matter. An indecisive child has no place to speak here.
I would gladly welcome you into my Li family should you decide to join. Your first order of business, however, should be deciding what path you wish to follow.
I think we'll have to back off, bud.
Cao! Wait! I don't understand!
Lady Ashen, let me leave you with these parting words. The Cao Li who spent 10 years in the Liu family and the man who served you was not me. You may treat that time as nothing more than a blissful dream. I implore you, young lady, wake up to reality. Oh yes, I have a gift for you, Van. Consider it a small token of my thanks for participating in the founding of the Li family.
All right.
Hey, I wanted to give that to Ix. Oh well, what's done is done.
This is all I get for putting up with this charade? At least throw in some Mira for my trouble, you cheapskate. I'm gonna make you answer for what you did to my assistant and my client. Don't think this lets you off the hook.
Duly noted. Farewell.
Ashin.
I swear, we've never seen this man experience consequence.
Who the hell do you think you are? You think you can just break her heart and run away? I'm not gonna let you get away with that! Sally!
This man has never been punished in his life.
Look, Jack!
Guess it's all wrapped up.
Good going, Aaron.
Nice. Okay, I'm withdrawing the drone units now. I think I'll call up Qasim and give my report. Though I bet he already knows what went down.
Surprised no one died.
The fragments of
shouldn't
that
talk.
device do not have a purpose by themselves, but they do wield considerable power.
I shouldn't say anything until we're out of the tower. They could pull some like Yakuza shit and like the tower blows up. Then like there we go, Millennium Tower 2.0 in trails.
I do not know what will happen when all of the pieces are gathered, but that matter is outside the purview of my research.
Regardless, this concludes our inquiry into the matter of this area's threat level. Deploying Ms. Twinings, Ms. Alton, and even you was, if I may boast, a prudent judgment call on my part.
I hardly did anything at all. The fixers did most of the heavy lifting, even if they did receive help from unexpected sources. However, there is still more to be done, yes?
Thorndyke.
Correct. The moment this incident was resolved, a different location was marked as a red zone. The threat level for that place has risen 2 ranks to SSS.
Oh? Lloyd?
Allow me to inform you the name of the location.
The preparations are complete. Looks like they're finally making their move over in the capital.
Oathbreaker.
I suppose I'd better wrap up my work here pronto.
Okay, I did what you asked me to do. How goes your work? You done yet?
So Lucretia is looking for the Oathbreaker?
Almost. No need to keep asking. I'll get it done.
Did he just kind of
Even if
fuck
I
off?
have to work my fingers to the bone. I suggest you hurry along back to base and get plenty of bed rest.
Those orders are music to my ears. I'm so tired.
Once you two have gotten some shut-eye, we can get our little sideshow on the road. We'll make their restful respite an event to remember. It'll be a vacation filled with thrills, chills, and kills.
We haven't played Kingdom Hearts yet. One day. Okay. Well, yeah, Tao has still experienced like no punishment. That was Act 2. Act 2A. This act was just Sao getting away
Those
with
are
it.
impressive results.
We got Shizuna though.
Then I'll update your rank.
Got it.
That was kind of big.
That's just about perfect.
See?
You get it.
The story of a little... Oh. Story of a little doll. Is this gonna be like... Lapis?
The story of a little doll.
Who are
Okay, yeah, Lapis. Yeah.
you?
We're gonna get like a
Out of the
Reverie
box popped
recap.
a doll made to look like a little girl. Her name was Lapis, and she was a proud Rosenberg doll. Lapis was a sentient being and had a strong sense of self.
That's daughter.
However, she had no memories to speak of and knew neither where she came from nor her purpose.
Few things cannot be recovered upon being lost.
Maybe my favorite daughter.
I believe this agreement will serve
We'll
the
pick a
both of
favorite.
us very well.
I really like
What do you
Lapis.
say?
Lapis accepted the masked man's invitation, and together they set out on a journey.
Sorry, Altina.
They were joined by a boy and girl, 2 former assassins, and they all had an adventure filled with merriment. When they finally reached the end of their journey, Lapis had recovered her memories. She was a godlike artificial intelligence, created in man's own image to act as an administrator for a network called Elysium.
In other words, me.
But Elysium had fallen under the control of a malevolent being, and thus the continent was in great peril.
Is it gonna finally be truly peak?
Lapis and her friends
course.
fought back with everything they had, and eventually they vanquished the threat.
Elysium will be deleted. All I know is that they'll make their own calculations, and one day fashion an Elysium of their own. And when that happens, I pray they'll know how to use it the right way.
Her purpose fulfilled, the little doll set out on yet another exciting, merry journey with her friends. They visited many new places where they played and ate to their heart's content. To Lapis, those days were both wonderful and dreamlike. Then, one morning,
Wakey, wakey, LP! Up and at 'em! LP?
the little doll had fallen into a deep, deep slumber.
Damn. Well, any story we get with the picnicking front is always gonna be peak. And I think that's what we're jumping into next. Right? Yeah, because we still got an audience when... Maybe more like Anya's focus this time around, though.
Alright, everyone. It's time for homeroom.
Toa?
There's less than
Let's
3
go?
weeks left in your first year. You're almost at the end.
Okay, yeah, it's peak.
The closing ceremony is on the 23rd of this month, and the day after that is graduation. Just be aware that the classes are going to be split up a little differently than you're used to. Also, Miss Toa, I have a question. Where do your students at the Empire's Military Academy go when they graduate? Do they all become soldiers or something?
Oh, they all just kind of chill.
I've been wondering about that too. Oh, yeah, what was the name of the school you teach at? Was it Thor's Military Academy?
Flashbacks.
Yes, that's right. This may come as a surprise, but Thor's isn't all that different from any normal high school.
They do kind of got robot classes, though. Don't know if they got that here.
It's true that we do have a special curriculum for those who want to join the military, but not everyone goes that route. I graduated from there myself, and well, as you can see, I'm an instructor. Yeah, good point.
Now that I think about it, there's a lot of famous people from there that aren't in the military at all.
Like Elliot. I remembered his name.
Isn't that where you transferred in from, Julian?
That's right. I learned quite a bit from Miss Toa and the other staff there.
Man, you're so lucky. I bet the school life's way more fun there.
It hasn't even been 3 full months since she came here, and she's already in everyone's good books.
Oh wait, didn't Elliot actually join the military? I forget. Did he do that switch up? I feel like that was like a plot point in like Reverie, where he was a musician and it's like, oh, but you should join the military, and then he's like, yeah? I don't remember.
Wasn't she brought over as part of an exchange program with the Erebonian Empire?
Again, sorry, Elliot. My bad.
Yes, that's right. I also heard that she does work for a famous NGO on top of her regular teaching duties. She's supposedly an invaluable asset to them as well. She really is incredible, isn't she?
If Erebonia lost Toa, they'd be operating at like 2% efficiency. She runs like 98% of the Empire.
Incredible doesn't even begin to describe her. Her popularity's well-deserved. I mean, just look at how cute she is! Whether she likes it or not, she's got the attention of the whole school.
I suppose you aren't wrong there.
Anyway, let's get back on track. Before we begin our first lesson, I want to introduce you to our new short-term exchange students. Come on in, you two.
Huh? Exchange students?
Nadia and Swin, school education arc?
At this time of year?
Hey! What's up, everyone? Nice to meet ya! I'm your new classmate, Nadia Rain. But just call me Nana, okay?
Cute.
Not even 10 seconds in and I'm already embarrassed.
Well, that's one introduction out of the way. Would you like to do yours, Swin?
Gladly. I'm Swin Abel, and like Nadia, I'm an exchange student from Remiferia. I know we're coming in pretty late into the school year, but I hope we can become good friends with you all.
Holy crap! That Nadia chick's a real cutie.
Wow! So, quick question. Are you two in
they're
a
jumping into that
relationship?
fast.
I'm so very glad you asked. It just so happens me and S are...
Brother and sister!
Friends. Don't put
Okay.
any funny ideas in their heads.
I didn't think they'd actually come to school.
You're right. It wouldn't matter if it said brother and sister in Zemuria.
Is it because of that orb mail from the other day? No, they wouldn't come here just because of that.
Wait, you know these two? Are they involved with your part-time job?
Sounds like you've really had your hands full on, yes?
They're going to be taking part in the school festival, too. So be sure to give them a nice, warm welcome. I'd really like to give them a tour around the school, but I'm still getting a feel for the place myself. Oh, I know. Would you mind showing them around for me, Agnes?
She must already know that we're working together.
Agnes is kind of in that protagonist seat, huh?
Of course, I'd be happy to.
It's settled then. You can show them around during lunchtime if you'd like. Now, let's go over the festival supply list.
It's like a different game. We were dealing with like a fucking crime family like subplot, and like here we are just in like high school now. These two are not in uniform. Sorry, Aggie. I just thought it'd be more fun if we kept it a secret. So what's the verdict? Did we surprise you? Mission accomplished. Anyways, did you two really apply to our short-term exchange program? Sure did. We have a few connections who helped us get in. I know Nadia likes to do things on a whim, but this isn't one of those cases. We went through all the proper channels. Well, that's good to hear at least. Swin's just as laid back about this as she is. But why go through all that effort? And why Aramis for that matter? I thought you'd never ask. The reason is we've been itching to experience the school life. Hanging with friends after school, trying all the cafeteria foods, napping during class, playing hooky, you know, that kind of thing. It's a time for us to get that retail luck from To Love Ru. We have never watched To Love Ru. Unaware though. Perhaps? Last two you can do without. What he said. Wait, so are you two really haven't been to school before? Never had the chance. Being raised in the organization and all, the closest thing was Sunday school when we were really little. I'm not sure how long we'll be staying here in Calvard, but I thought it'd be a good experience for us. We've pretended to be students while on infiltration missions, but I don't count that. Either way, we're just living and having fun in the moment. That's our MO. Ah, I understand. That's a totally valid perspective. Given their upbringing, it's only natural that they would want to make up for all the experiences they missed out on. Well then, let's get on with the tour, shall we? I'll show you everything the school has to offer. Yippee! Thanks, bestie! Alright then, lead the way. Oh, and let's be on the lookout for whatever that message was talking about. Yes, we should keep our eyes peeled for sure. Hold on, I need to swap them out into their school outfits. It feels weird for them not to be in uniform. Oh, I guess it's fine. Huh, hey Aggie, what's with this weird orb mail? Oh, this definitely looks sketch. Huh, let me take a look. What's this? Oh, C? It's not RC though, no? You desire the truth and wish to bring an end to the oncoming tragedy, investigate Aramis. It's another message from C, but why now? That's the name of the terrorist who caused a stir in Erebonia a couple times. You said another message. You've gotten more like this? Well, only one other. It arrived just before last year's Revolution Festival. Oh, right. Yeah, be on guard for the 7th Genesis at the Revolution Festival tomorrow. The 7th Genesis appeared shortly afterwards, so I doubt it was a prank or something like that. Yeah, sounds like it was for real. I can confirm this isn't the second incarnation of C. He happens to be a friend of ours. You're kidding. It's no joke. We also know the first C, but we're not as tight with him. 3 C's. From the little I do know, I kinda doubt he'd reach out to you like that. I see. If only Ren were here, she definitely could have traced the message to its source. Oh yeah, she's not in Calvard right now, is she? Yeah, she's back home in the borough. Well, it doesn't seem like we'll be arriving at any answers. So let's table this for now. Can't hurt to have it on the brain, though. She's back in the borough. No Ren this game? Nothing happened here since we got that message. But we should still be vigilant. Of course, vigilant is my middle name. Now let the tour commence. The Aramis Expedition Squad is ready to rumble. Oh brother, first we were the picnicking front, now this.
Let's start with the main building. We can visit the store and cafeteria on the first floor.
Oh, I want to spend tons of time there.
I'd also like to talk with some of the other students while we're wandering around.
Here, let's get everyone in proper costume. That feels better.
That's just a rumor, right?
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of housekeeping in there. I mean, I guess it's a whole new act. Wanna catch a movie sometime? Maybe we could get this... No game. She just wants to hang out with Julian. Why does everyone act like I'm his manager or something? Well, at least Lyle's not discouraged too easily. Are you and Chignong getting along? Okay. Who's in here? Where's Toa? Miss Matilda? Well, if it isn't our new exchange students, please feel free to visit my office if you're ever feeling unwell. Oh, it's cool if I take a little lie down then, right? Because I've been feeling so feverish. Nadia. Your boundless enthusiasm would beg to differ, I think. I may not be able to admit someone from a feigned illness, but I do feel free to drop by again? Okay. Oh, and this guy's just dead. Now he's breathing. Where's Toa? You can't keep me from her! Yes, cafeteria time! I knew you'd be excited about this part. Let's find ourselves a seat and have some lunch. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm gonna get one of everything. That's a lot of calories. You're gonna get... La 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 la, can't hear you. We got that childlike metabolism. And the grape juice. Elijah? That's the magician in the upright position. He's playing like Yu-Gi-Oh on his phone? Oh, he's playing Vantage Masters. I want to play. Oh wait, no, he's doing tarot cards. It means you'll cross paths with the one you're destined to be with, and love is sure to blossom from there. That's Elijah. He's a third year. He made his own tarot card app, and apparently it's scarily accurate. You don't say. Considering my curiosity piqued. That explains the crowd, I suppose. That might be important later. You here to have your fortunes told? Sorry, but the lunchtime slots have been filled. Well, here's the parking lot. The courtyard is right over there. Shall we go take a look? Ooh, I like the feel of this place. The vibe's definitely unique. Like it's somehow laid back and lively at the same time. Well, this high school has seen a lot of history since its founding by Aramis Gainsbourg. Gainsbourg? Learning spaces like these are said to foster one's personal creativity. You don't say. Maybe this will be what awakens us to the wonders of art. If I go down that road, it'll end with us panhandling on the side of it. Well, we can't have that. Then I'd have to be the one providing for you, and spoiling you rotten, and... On second thought, that might just work. Not in a million years. To your right-hand side is the auditorium. Inside it is a stage where we'll be holding events for the school festival. On the left, we have the clubhouse, where each club gets their own room to use as they see fit. Over there is the basketball court, where our PE classes are usually held. Though if it rains, they'll move it to the auditorium. There's also a pool farther down on the right, but it's currently closed for the off-season. For how relatively small this campus is, they sure have a lot of amenities. Hey Aggie, what about the most important amenity of all? Oh, what would that be? The best spot to play hooky without getting caught. I don't think we have one of those, sorry to say. No joke? Well, that doesn't sound like it's a very healthy academic environment. Said no academic ever. Underneath the bleachers. Sneak into the auditorium.
Basketball court? Huh. Aramis sure does have a wide variety of extracurricular activities.
Our basketball team happens to be really strong this year. We're also famous for our fine arts club.
It's kind of weird to be in another school. Like, I was used to, like, Thors. The two different Thors. And here's, like, a new school. James, delinquent. Everyone thinks it's all just fun and games. If I'd been able to stop Ronald back then, things would have been different. Let's play some basketball.
Got it.
I want to see Nadia hit some like crazy like trick shots. You guys interested in basketball? Want to play around with me? A one-on-one shouldn't be anything too strenuous. Sounds like fun. I heard basketball is part of the physical education curriculum here. This might be a good chance for us to get a feel for it. That's the spirit. Or, that's a spirit. You know, I can even teach you some of the rules if you want. That sounds like a good idea. Let me in! Tag Nadia in. She's ready to play. I'm about to have 3 thumbnails of just people standing in front of the basketball hoop.
Okay, let's begin.
Oh, that's a miss. This minigame is so weird.
Damn it!
Oh my god, they can actually steal. They can hit the ball out of my hand like that. I mean, if we're quick enough, it don't matter.
Damn it!
Oh shit.
Damn it!
Uh-oh. No way he gets like 4 shots in like 2 seconds though. Easy dub.
Victory is mine!
You beat us good, how about that? I've got half a mind to recruit you, but hey, time and place. Anyway, here's your prize. Oh, are you sure we can have this? Yeah, that right there is proof you pulled out a win against our club. Feel free to drop by again if the mood strikes, then we can sign you up for the team. Sounds like a plan. Aw, you sly dog, you almost got me there. Joining a club isn't something I ever considered, but I guess it's just a normal part of student life. Excuse me though, are we not going to question the fact that the basketball team is handing out power tablets? That seems like not a great thing. Miss Sonia and Sasha. The guy I've been set up with is your older brother? Is Miss... I'm assuming Miss Sonia means they're an instructor. Guess we'll have to call it off then. I do not want to involve work with my personal life. Yeah, okay. My brother likes you a lot, you know, just give him a chance. A young elite working at a Department of Internal Affairs. Don't we have a 5-year age difference? Oh? Oh? One of you so much as touches anybody and I'll freaking rip your limbs off? Oh. Is that where he knows me from? Must see me acting all unladylike. Seems like there's a pretty interesting story here. Sounds complicated. Not Sasha, Miss Sonia. Did she say something about being set up on a date? You guys have anything planned? Can't just allow a student to do that. Okay, yeah. There's something going on there for sure. This stage layout is reminding me of Sky. What do you think of Aramis? Isn't it great? Did we catch you in the middle of something? She's signing papers for delivery, I guess. The AV Club just needed to borrow some hardware for a student film we're making. Oh, would you like us to help carry some of it? Don't worry, I should be fine. And anyways, you guys still have more of the school to see. I can always bother someone else for help if I need it. A student film, huh? I wonder what that'll be like. Well, you'll just have to wait and see. Screening for the festival. Peak.
So sleepy.
Finally got good news in your gotcha luck. Got Shorekeeper. Congrats. What are they eating? That's a whole ass steak. That looks like steak. Maybe some sort of flan? Some gelato? Assorted vegetables, like a loaf of bread and like some sauce? Yo, this school is... They're feasting here. Oh, could be an egg cake, right? Yeah. And is this dude just feasting on a bowl of rice? What a way. Yeah, you need to get more pyroxene in Blue Archive though to pull for our Sakurako.
Let me know if you need anything at all. Please come back anytime.
Okay, before we queue in for that main story, I'm actually checking with all the people here. Sigourney and Thelma. Oh, I like Thelma's hair. Anyone you like lately? Of course I do. My father. What? Huh? Not only is he a lieutenant in our nation's beloved army, but he's disciplined both He's disciplined both his mind and body to operate in peak condition at all times. He deserves all the love and respect I can give. I see. But I was really asking about boys our age, you know, who you've got a crush on. Someone our age that can compare to my father. That's a tough one. Alright, guess you got a pretty one-track mind. I feel so far from achieving the heights my father's reach, I suppose I'll have to keep working at it. That conversation went off the rails, but it's par for the course with Sigourney. Like makeup. Where's Toa?
Man, I'm starving.
These are the special classrooms. Wait, my next class is here. I totally thought it was somewhere else.
And this is why you should read signs beforehand.
Donatello and Woody? Latest installment in Bravely Legends? Man, I never thought it would come to this. I was on the edge of my seat. The Dark Hero, though, I just knew he'd pull through. Is that like the manga that lady is writing inside of the... What's the name of that place? The bar. What do you think they'll do next? Writers always good at keeping us on our toes. That's why Bravely Legend is interesting. Mr. Raffaello? I'm in the middle of setting up my terminal for the afternoon class. Code of mine is simply exquisite. I don't like codes, anything to get worked up over. What does this guy even teach anyways? I guess Mr. Raffaello must seem pretty strange at first, huh? He's actually our math teacher. Huh, yep, seems like a weirdo to me. There's much beauty to be found in the world of numbers. You should take care to remember that. Ah, he's a bit of a number freak.
Let's go.
Okay, Toa is surely in this room, right? Toa, I'm here. Yeah, there she is. We're here for her. I'm always in awe of Miss Toa's drive, but I do worry that she places too much pressure on herself. She certainly has stamina to spare, but I do wish she'd show herself as much care as she does with others. You want to offer optional supplemental classes? I see. Well, we can certainly look into that. I just hope you aren't piling too much onto your plate. It's full enough as it is.
I can appreciate the concern, Mr. Powell, and thank you for always listening to my ideas.
Of course, I'm always happy to lend an ear. Well, I suppose I should take my leave. You have visitors who look quite eager to speak with you.
Sorry about that, Tiny Teach. We didn't mean to interrupt.
Tiny Teach is crazy. This is like the first day.
That's perfectly alright, but please use your inside voice in the facility lounge, okay, Nadia?
It's funny that we ended up in your class. Small world. Oh, right, they are familiar with each other. It's not weird.
Oh, do you two know Miss Toa? That's right, we met a while back. It's good to see you both again. You look like you've been doing well.
How long has it been now? 2 years? Man, it feels like it was only yesterday.
We met a lot of people from Thor's during that incident in Crosspell. Oh, that's when you met. Were they all involved in all that? I didn't realize you got swept up in the whole ordeal. Well, it's not really the kind of thing I'd bring up at school. Anyways, when I caught wind that you two would be coming here, I immediately applied to be your facilitator. I know all about what you both have been up to, like how you're helping out at Agnes' part-time job, for example. Ah, now it makes sense. Still, this is a lot to take in all at once. I mean, you being a part of the war as a member of Thor's military academy was enough of a surprise by itself. I heard you played an especially important role in that too. That's why I'm betting you came here, out here to Calvard with some kind of hidden agenda. I'm on to you, Tiny Teach. What are you...
Nadia, don't be rude.
It's true that I'm a Thor's alumnus, and yes, I do some work for an NGO as well. But there's no hidden agenda, I promise. I'm just here as a teacher, and as someone who wants to promote peace between nations. Bringing together Calvard, the Empire, and all the other surrounding nations will be no easy feat. But that won't stop me from chasing a solution. That's what I'm here to do. Wow, I never realized you were trying to achieve such a lofty goal. Lofty is right. Still, I'm not buying what she's feeding us. World peace? Ha! A likely story.
Not everything's a conspiracy. By the way, we wanted to ask you about something. We got this weird orb mail the other day. It was from a person named C. You know, like the one that you're friends with.
Crow? Right?
Do you think you would send a cryptic message to Arkwright Solutions?
You think you got a message from Crow?
Crow mention!
No, I really don't think so. He gave that name up a long time ago, so there'd be no reason for him to use it as his signature. It's more likely your correspondent stole the moniker. It wouldn't be the first time that's happened. That's what I thought too. Thanks, Tiny Teach. If I remember correctly, the first C was a terrorist who caused a huge uproar in the Empire. Miss Toa has an interesting choice of friends.
Yeah, I'd say like 2 out of 3 of them kind of suck.
Sorry, I've probably got you thinking all kinds of wild things now. Well, it was nice chatting with you all, but we'd better stop here. Lunch break's going to be over before we know it. Feel free to stop by and talk with me anytime though, okay? Roger Dodger.
Thank you for your time.
I hope you two manage to enjoy your school life here. And if you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to let me know.
That's my goat. That's my goat right there. The tiny goat.
Is this who I think it is?
This is a statue of Aramis Gainsborough. He's our school's founder and a prominent artist.
Wow, he looks handsome. Though not half as handsome as S, of course.
Why am I being compared to a statue of a middle-aged man?
You know, I think this is the first time I've thought of it, but like, the statue has like pretty normal human proportions. And like, we're all anime characters. Right?
All right.
So like, was the founder just like a normal looking guy in a world full of anime people? Or like, is this just like a fun take on an anime character? Artist interpretation, you know? Like a style. This must be the student council room.
That's right. Would you like to pop your heads in and say hi? This is where Ren works, right? Yeah, let's go for it.
Oh, the cafeteria lady was not. Oh wait, no, the cafeteria lady is essential. Okay, we'll do the cafeteria last.
Oh, hi, Agnes. I see you brought the exchange students with you.
You must be showing them around campus.
Sup, you two? You were in our class earlier, right?
Yep. My name's Odette, and this is Albert. The two of us and Agnes are all part of the current student council.
Oh, so you're Ren's lackeys? Oof, you guys must have it rough.
Hey, I'm no one's lackey. Wait, you know Ren?
That's oomph.
It sure seems that way. I'm guessing she had a hand in the transfer here.
Yeah, she put us in touch with the right people.
Ren's the best. She's always got our backs when we're in a bind. Shame she's away. We'll need to swing by again when she's back so I can say hi.
Oh, right. I think she'll be back next week, so you can come visit then if you like.
Oh, we will see Ren then.
I never knew she had connections in Remferia, though. The plot thickens.
There's no real point to thinking too hard on it. I doubt those connections are on the up and up. Anyways, the student council has been hard at work here preparing for the festival. Oh, so you guys are the ones who got saddled with all the busy work.
I don't think they're bearing the entire load, though. Seems like everyone's in a rush to meet the deadline. The middle of next month is creeping up on us fast. Some classes haven't even decided on what their theme's going to be.
And we've got budget allocations, PR stuff, mountains of supplies to look over. I feel a migraine coming on. Sorry, I know I haven't been pulling my weight lately, but I'll fix that soon, I promise. I haven't been pulling my weight, she says. Girl, don't think I didn't notice all the work you put in yesterday.
And the documentations you put together has helped us stay on track. Trust me, we're fine. Oh, right, I have a favor to ask. Could you take a look at the suggestion box for us?
We haven't been able to get around to it ourselves, and hey, maybe Swin and Nadia can help out too. Huh, that sounds like a pain, but I could be swayed if you hand over some free lunch vouchers. I don't think we have those. Oh, but Ren has some tea and cookies stashed away here. Okay, I'm on the case.
I am so sorry about her. She gets carried away with her wheeling and dealing.
I can see that.
Yeah, we like this too. Like I said, we should be fine here for the moment, but would you mind taking a look at the suggestion box for us?
And once you're done, maybe we can have some tea together. That would be wonderful.
Ah, this is where the image is from outside the window. When you see Ren writing on the paper. Oh, hey, this is like a forced brigand, but we don't get paid. A number of library books have been kept past their due date recently. Would the student council be willing to retrieve them for me? If so, I'll be waiting in the library. I can explain the details there. This must be the suggestion box.
Collecting overdue books. So this is the kind of thing the student council helps out with. That's right. We try to resolve any issues that crop up in the student body's daily lives at school. Even the small ones. Of course, there's only so many problems we can deal with at once, but we try our best. You're so mature, Aggie. Okay, you convinced me. I'll give it a shot. Besides, it kind of sounds like it could be fun.
That's all it takes, huh?
Well then, why don't we head over to the library to speak with Arya?
Okay.
That's just a rumor.
Funny to think, just a little while ago, we were like... Again, I said it like right when we started, but we were in like a serious crime like story. We're getting like... It's like Lost Judgment. Like, you're going from like the high school like sub-stories to like people dying and shit. Can we leave campus?
Oh, look! Another statue! Yes, we have 2 statues of Aramis on campus.
Okay, so that second statue is probably gonna come up eventually. It'd be weird to point that out and like it have no significance.
Wrong way.
This path leads off campus, but you can't leave during school hours without permission.
It has to be a crime for them to lock us indoors when the weather's so nice. I say we ditch school.
I have a better idea. How about we not cut class on our first day of school?
That would be for the best. Besides, you'd need special permission to go off campus during school hours.
Try and stop me. Damn.
Wrong way.
Okay, what's going on here? Julian is winning. Is there anything you'd like to do on your days off? Do you have any favorite foods? Why don't we have lunch together?
It looks like Julian's as popular as ever.
I think Van mentioned him in his notes. He's an exchange student from the Empire, right?
Yeah, from Thor's military academy. He's current class 7. Not only is he handsome and well-read, but he's skilled in the martial arts too. It's no wonder he's so popular. I hope S doesn't start attracting those leeches.
I give up. If only Lyle were here. He needs his boy! Okay, library.
That's just a rumor, right?
Man, I'm starving.
And there's a lot of floors to this school. And this is a very old-looking library. August Alden's biography? Oh, damn. The boy August, antipathy for the established regime, meeting Sheena, war of ideologies and public downfall, text omitted.
Hello, Arya. Oh, hello, Anyas. Are you here to check out a book? I see you have some friends with you, too. I'm Nadia.
And I'm Swin.
There are new short-term exchange students. I was giving them a little tour of campus. Anyways, we checked the suggestion box along the way and read your letter. Would you mind telling us a little more about those overdue books? Oh, that, well, if the student council is willing, I'll gladly take all the help I can get. The thing is, there's a few books I want to display during the school festival, but they still haven't been returned yet. Oh, right. I remember you saying you wanted to set up a book display soon. Yes, I'm planning to set up a collection of books centered around Rammus and the Calvardian Revolution. Oh, so people can enjoy the festival and learn about history at the same time.
It's a fairly big library, so I'm sure you'll have plenty of options.
That's true. However, I was hoping I could ask you to look for 3 books in particular. Would you mind?
Big Law? Sure.
Understood. We'd be happy to collect them for you. Those are precious school resources after all. It wouldn't be right to leave them unaccounted for. Yeah, gotta punish those rascals for not turning in their books on time.
Who has them checked out anyways?
A second year named Donatello. The 2 first years named Julian and Chignon. You know, a great man once said, what you're missing today was not so yesterday. Oh, so wise.
Sounds more like someone stating the obvious to me.
I'm a little surprised to hear Julian's name come up, though.
Oh yeah, he didn't seem like the type to keep anything past the due date.
Well, regardless, late is late. I'd really appreciate it if you could go talk to the 3 of them for me. Of course, we'll take care of it. The Rammus Expedition Squad, Arkwright Solutions Edition.
Let's wrap this up quickly.
Okay, well, we know where all of them are. Sort of. I know Julian's out front.
That's just a rumor.
Julian, turn in your fucking books, man!
Do you have a moment?
You're right, I did borrow that book. But you're saying it still hasn't been returned. He swore he would get it in by the due date. Lyle, you fuck! I know you handed it off to Lyle, didn't you?
You mean you gave it to someone else?
No, well, I mean, I guess that's technically accurate, but... You see, I checked out a biography on Sheena Dirk, but then my friend said he needed to use it for something in one of his classes. I know that I shouldn't have let someone else borrow a book I'm responsible for, but... And I did try to refuse him at first. It's just that he was so flustered. He said he was desperate for it. I mean, he even promised to return it for me. Sounds like he didn't leave you with much choice.
That's normal, though. Friends borrow stuff from each other all the time. I mean, at least I think they do. By any chance, does this friend of yours happen to be Lyle?
Guess there's no hiding it from you, huh, Yes?
We'll go ask him about it then.
Lyle
tends to be pretty forgetful, so I'm sure he didn't mean any harm.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for all the trouble, but if you could go and check in on him, I'd really appreciate it.
But that's just a rumor, right?
Lyle, you fuck! Give us back that book! Give us back that autobiography! Oh, you're not Lyle. We'll come back to you later.
Damn, I'm starving.
One sec.
Swin and Nadia school life, let's Persona. It really do be like that. Am I willing to play a Room Factor game? Maybe someday. There's a lot of games on our backlog. Like, I wasn't quite sure if you were around for it, but when we did our backlog streams. See, I don't even remember if I was playing Tawara Ramono at that point, but I feel like I might have been. But we set up like a list of games I want to finish this year, and I haven't been making too much headway recently. Oh crap, I totally forgot. Sorry, I totally slipped my mind. This is the one you're looking for, right?
A biography of Sheena Dirk. Yes, this should be the one. Julian said you needed it to help with something in your history class?
Yeah, I've been really falling behind lately. It's just that it takes me so much longer to read than everyone else.
I'm impressed that you're so diligent about catching up.
Yeah, that actually is a good trait. Well, that's me, the picture of diligence. Anyways, yeah, it was mostly my fault. Just seeing how hard Julian was working made me think, man, I gotta study harder too. Plus, it's always nice to learn something new, don't you think? But I guess none of it will really matter in the end, since I'm planning to go back home after I graduate. I mean, want to give my mom a little break.
Oh, that's so sweet, Lyle.
Wait, hold on. Are you into me? Okay, Lyle, pump the brakes there.
Yeesh, you were doing pretty good there until you face planted on the landing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you started hopping in around deception time for sure. Or if not deception, like kinda like late. For some reason, I feel like you were around late prelude too. But I might be like mistaken. Anyways, maybe try not to cause Julian any more headaches, okay? Yeah, you're right. I feel pretty bad about putting him out like that. I'll have to apologize to him later.
We'll make sure to get the books returned. See you later, Lyle.
Yeah, we should go back and look at that backlog again one day. Maybe like one of these days where I maybe don't have like a ton of time, I'll do like a hour long or something stream where I just like look at the games, like rate some things and like put some more games down. Oh yeah, if I've played Prelude, yeah. Oh right, yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Man, I'm starving.
Yeah, because I do like talking about games.
Do you have a moment?
Wow, I wasn't expecting a student council representative to come collecting overdue books. I had every intention of returning it, it's just... Oh, what happened? Well, here you go. Sorry to get it back so late. Can't remember when the first stream you hopped in? Yeah, I think it probably would have been like a Cold Steel. I don't know if it was Cold Steel 2. It was probably Cold Steel 3. No. Because you were around, I think, for the Crossbell games, right? No. Okay, I remember. I think I remember you being around for Sky, which means if you hopped in on Cold Steel, you would have caught me in Cold Steel 2. If not Cold Steel 2, then you were around for Sky, right? Because I kind of remember... I want to say you helped me figure out like how turn orders and stuff worked on like the final boss. And like it took me until like yeah, maybe Sky the Third? Probably.
A biography of Aramis Gainsbourg. This book is right up your alley, isn't it? You see, Donatello is studying fine art at the moment. He even showed me one of his landscape paintings of Edith. You can really feel the essence of the city through his work. He has a very lovely way of painting. I suppose it's a little uppity of me to comment on an upperclassman's work, though.
Not at all. To be honest, it's actually pretty nice to hear someone compliment my art.
I know it's the name of the school, but Aramis was some artist guy too, right?
Wasn't he the school's first principal? Thought I saw a bronze statue of him on campus. Yeah, we saw too.
That's right. More importantly, however, he was also a leading figure in the Calvardian Revolution. He was considered quite unique, even amongst his contemporaries.
I'm sure someone with sensibilities like his would stand out in any time period.
Huh. Sounds like an interesting guy. Maybe I'll give that book a read myself.
Hold on a second.
Well, what's wrong? Sorry, I just realized I should have said something sooner. I messed up one of the pages. I wasn't thinking and I ended up getting some ink on it. I tried to find a replacement as soon as I could, but turns out it's been out of print for a while now. That's why I've been holding off on returning it. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have been doodling while I was reading.
Oh, is that all?
Huh?
I thought maybe you dumped a bunch of tea all over it or something.
I'm assuming most of it's still legible, right? Yeah, you can still read it just fine. My pen only slipped and rubbed along the page a bit.
Well, we'll go ahead and take it back as it is for now. But if you're really that concerned, why not go talk to Arya about it? I'm sure she realizes it's just a mistake. She knows the kind of person you are.
You're right. I should go apologize to her. Thanks, Agnes, and thanks you too as well.
Alright then, we better get going. We'll see you later, Donatello.
Okay, one more, right? Because there were 3 books? Where's the 3rd book? Oh, we didn't talk to anyone here. Miss Leifa? Who's up here? Oh yeah, Arya. And then down this hall, Frederica? Oh right, Chignon had a book.
Do you have a moment?
Oh no, I completely forgot.
It's a good thing all these kids got the books on them. See, usually I leave whenever I was in school, I only took the books that I needed. So I would leave stuff at home if I didn't need to hold on to it.
Here it is. It's a biography on General Atkinson. I started getting interested in him after I saw Gloria Dawn of the Revolution.
Gloria.
It's a movie about the Calvardian Revolution that was in theaters last year. General Ulgar Atkinson was a comrade of Sheena Dirk, the mother of the revolution. The general used to be an officer in the old Royal Army when he was young, right? Oh, so he was on the enemy side, huh?
Yeah, it's already been 2 years after Cold Steel. Dorothy's books haven't made it to Calvard. They probably got some, Erebonian embargoes from back then, you know? It wouldn't surprise me.
He was an exceptionally young commander. He had this incredibly sincere disposition and was said to be very skilled with the sword. However, he was born in the East, so he was actually only half white. He was even shunned within the military just because he wasn't born pure-blooded.
Right. The old Calvard, royalty was, super about, racial purity. I'm sure they were just jealous of his accomplishments.
Yeah, but the thing is, even though my situation's not exactly the same, I can kind of relate to him. The times may have changed, but racism is still a very real thing in Calvard. And since I've got Eastern blood in my veins too, his story felt pretty relevant. Oh. I guess I got so wrapped up in thinking about it that I just lost track of time. I'm sorry you all had to come track me down. Don't even worry about it, and if I ever find anyone talking bad about you, you can look forward to swallowing a mouthful of needles. Oh, you don't need to go that far for me, really. I can't promise everything will get better in the future, but I hope we can at least create plenty of good memories together. Agnes. And with me too, I've got a whole list of cool stuff I want to try out. Now that we're classmates, we can hang out together all the time. That goes for you too, S.
Yeah, I'd be up for that. I'm interested in hearing more about that movie you mentioned too.
Thanks, you guys. With the school festival coming up, I'm sure we'll have more than enough time to hang out with each other. That should be all 3 books. Let's head back to Arya.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, I've already got a couple of, big series on the brain. Especially after we finish with Tawari Ramono and Trails, fully catch up.
Because I've mentioned that I do want to play like the older Persona games, right? I want to play like Xenogears and maybe consequently like Xenoblade. And then Kingdom Hearts is also on that list too. Catching up to Aramono and Trails is like next year. Yeah. I mean, at the rate we've been going, unless I like lock in and like play no other games, probably right.
We've collected the books you asked for, Arya. Anya handed the 3 titles to Arya. Yes, this looks like all of them. That was quick. Thanks for the help. Well, I did have 2 extra sets of hands. Was there anything else you needed? Well... Oh, sounds like you got some more tasks for us. Lay it on me. Well, if you insist, I suppose there's one other thing I wanted to ask about. It's not an overdue book, though. Actually, it's a script. It was for a play that was put on during the school festival 8 years ago.
Oh?
A script? 8 years ago? Isn't that when...
8 years ago? 8 years ago is, what, the Aureole? The Blackout?
Was it already, originally kept in the library? No, there's no record of it in all of our indexes.
1200 before Sky. Oh, right. Sky is 1201, or was it 1204? Because I know, like, everything's kind of happened in, like, the same decade, right?
My understanding is that the play was based on the Calvardian Revolution. However, some of the rumors I've heard are a little controversial.
Oh, okay.
I assume the decision was made to keep it out of the library because they didn't want students to have access to it. A controversial play, huh? Tell me more. It covered the 4 main figures of the revolution: Sheena, Ulgar, Aramis, and August. The goal was to depict their time before and after the revolution based on historical evidence. Well, some historical evidence anyways. In reality, it was a parody, adding in new alternative interpretations of the character. Sheena was basically portrayed as an airhead, and Olga Atkinson was so hot-blooded you might as well have called him sweltering. That sounds super fun. Yes, a lot of people actually gave it rave reviews for how entertaining it was, but at the same time, there was also many who didn't approve of it.
When did the Calvardian Revolution happen?
It must have brought a lot of debate. I can see why the school would want it stored somewhere else. But in spite of all that, I'd like to put the script on display. All creators have the right to freedom of expression. Prohibiting access to it would seem inexcusable. Plus, this is 8 years ago. 8 years ago we're talking about. Anyone with a strong opinion about it doesn't even attend Aramis anymore. Here, I want to read it too.
I guess that only leaves the question of where to start looking.
I think I might have a good idea. It might be a good idea to check the student council office.
Yeah, no clue. Never played the games. Always wanted to, but the other games got your attention faster. That's fair.
Oh, really? What makes you say that? Well, all the documentation for past school festivals is kept in there. I just figured it might be stored with the rest. I see. I guess you really are the right girl for the job. Please bring it by if you happen to find it. Sorry for the extra trouble, but I really do appreciate you doing all this.
Do you know something about that play, Anyas? Can we just like phone up, what's his name? What's his name? Renee? Just a little favor from the president's daughter? Almost seems like you knew more than you were letting on back there.
I noticed that too. Maybe like you've actually seen it before. There's no hiding anything from you two, is there? Not that I actually have anything to hide, mind you. Last year, the student council sat down and watched footage of several previous school festivals. The play Arya was talking about was included in the footage. The ones who organized it were part of the past student council.
Oh shit, wait! It is about Renee!
In this case, Mr. Kincaid, Elaine, and Van. Oh, now I get it. It makes a lot more sense knowing Van was involved.
Yeah, he's not exactly known for coloring inside the lines.
Anyways, that's why I'm almost certain the script is in the student council office. Let's try looking for it with shard search so that we don't disturb Odette and Albert.
Got it.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Don't mind us. Maybe we're looking in the wrong place. Oh. Is it possible someone threw it out?
I'm sure none of our current members did, at least. I bet a friend stumbled onto it, she put it somewhere for extra safekeeping. You think maybe they moved it somewhere to some super secret archive?
The current student council doesn't seem to have any clue about its whereabouts. Only we could ask some of the older members.
Paul Renee! In that case, why don't we ask Frederica? Considering she was our last student council president, maybe she'll know something. I believe she should be in the 3rd year's classroom on this floor. Sounds like a good idea to me. Let's go ask her.
We did see her.
Turns out she's keeping it in her backpack. Who would have thought?
Do you have a moment?
How are we doing on time? 6 o'clock? Okay. We'll probably like finish up this this Force Brigand. Well, it's not even a Force Brigand. And then probably call it here. I know kind of a bit on the shorter side, but I mentioned like we kind of had to split the streams up so we would have like time for stuff tonight. I gotta get my run in still. Haven't went to go on my run yet, and then like after that I should probably start getting ready.
How should I know? And even if I did, what makes you think I'd tell one of Ren's crew?
Wait, why is she hit? Oh, did she lose? Right, she would have lost, huh?
She sure is friendly.
Ren's crew, huh?
You're right, how silly of me. It was 8 years ago after all. Of course I'm right. It's not like I was their homeroom teacher or something. Oh, Van's homeroom teacher.
Man, figured you would have forgotten all about me already. Nice seeing you, Mr. Powell. Forgotten? Impossible. You don't just forget students as special as you, Van. I'm glad that despite everything, you seem to be doing well. Guess we should try somewhere else.
Thanks for the help. Come on, Aggie, let's go. Oh, yes, of course. Sorry for the bother, Frederica. Just what are those three up to anyways?
We should see what she has to say too.
The homeroom teacher in charge at the time should know where to find what you're looking for. What's with that smug look on your face? I really don't get you people.
Mr. Powell was the math teacher? Oh, no. We did see him talking with Toa, though.
One sec.
That sure takes me back. Heck, I remember it like it was yesterday. Van and the others really put their all into that festival. Not just the planning either, but all the prep work for the performance, too. They'd head straight to the student council room after class, and boy, did they ever have their hands full. They only finished the day of the festival. Seemed like a pretty big workload, but I'm sure they were having a ball the whole way through.
So that's what they were like.
But what about the script? Unfortunately, I don't know where it is either. I recall hearing some negative feedback on the performance, but I didn't think it would affect how the school decided to store their script. Why don't you try asking Miss Matilda, the school nurse? She's been with the school longer than I have, after all, and I'm pretty sure she was an advisor to the student council at the time.
Oh, maybe she can point us in the right direction.
Wow, we are getting the fucking runaround for this script here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Powell.
Good luck with your search. Above and beyond. We've already returned the books.
That's... just a rumor, right?
Wait, why are there 2 blue? Does someone here want to play 7 Hearts?
Take all the time you need. Be seeing you.
Never seen you two before. You must be the exchange students I've been hearing about. That'll be us, yeah.
Nice to meet you, Mr. School Store Guy.
Pleasure's all mine. That's right, there's a card game that's been pretty popular among the students lately. Would you like to try it out?
Are you talking about 7 Heart?
That's the one. If you're ever interested in doing battle, just come and find me. The rules aren't all that complicated. You can even learn as you play.
I want to try. It sounds like fun.
I'm a little curious myself. Shouldn't he be working?
How's he got time to play 7 Hearts?
Miss Matilda?
Do you have a moment?
Oh my, that certainly does bring back memories. Could you wait just a moment, actually? I believe it was on this shelf. Ah, yes, here it is. This must be it. The story of the Calvardian Revolution. Sounds like a B-grade knockoff.
It's got man's name on it, though. Did you write this?
Oh, what fun times those were. The 3 running the festival that year were such close friends, too. They used to claim Kincaid was the most extraordinary president of the student councils ever seen since its inception. I can't read. Elaine was the first-year vice president at the time as well. To say she was taken aback by the script would be putting it lightly. But in the end, she agreed to play the main role of Sheena. I must say, she inhabited the character wonderfully.
I need to think Van would write the character as such an airhead, though. Seems like he was taking jabs at everybody.
He also took on the majority of the backstage work as well, though. I'll admit I hadn't thought of him to be the responsible type. Since he was in charge of general affairs, he decided to take the initiative by writing and producing the script. That really does sound like Van. But as you've already gathered, the contents were a bit controversial, so the school elected not to store it in the library. That's why I've kept it here instead. I say we take a peek. What, right now?
Under normal circumstances, I suggest we do it later, but honestly, I'm kind of curious too.
Swin. Oh, there's no need to worry, I don't mind. In fact, it gladdens the heart to know someone's interested in reading it again. I never thought I'd see the day. Oh, and please give Arya my regards. Well, if she says it's okay then. Wow, look at all these notes.
Even wrote out all the stage directions. You fools dare to defile my sanctuary, and the time has come to expose my master plan. Wait, what's with these lines? Is it supposed to be a gust?
Oh, fiddlesticks, I've gone and lost my revolutionary flag again. Hey, Olga, have you seen my flag around anywhere? Wow, they weren't kidding about Sheena being an airhead.
Let's get some pyrotechnics in this scene. Reminder to ask Renee about it later. Look up at the audience on this line, Lainey. Give us some real puppy dog eyes, Lainey. After taking the time to look it over, the 3 left the nurse's office and took the script back to Arya.
Woohoo! 3 cheers for us!
This script made sense now? Oh? I'll keep that in mind. Unless you're talking like, it was like translated really weird back then. What do you think about that script?
Thank you again. I should be able to set up a display like I had initially planned.
As a Kai player, I'm scrutinizing your gameplay for these Falcom foreshadowing. Okay, we love that though, thank you. I actually do kind of like that, as long as it's not like super overt, but when it's like little nods and touches like that, that's like really cool.
Still, the festival's a way off, so I went ahead and put the books you returned back on the shelf. Feel free to read those 3 biographies and the script at your leisure. Oh? Play was really something, but we got Ren backing us up, so I'm sure this year's festival will feature something equally special.
I see. The story of the Calvardian Revolution. Somewhat airheaded, goody two-shoes. Hot-blooded, he's practically on fire. Advocate for where there's a will, there's a way. Has no confidence in his own technique. Subservient. Habitually says, I'm just getting warmed up. Tends to be withdrawn. I feel like I've heard Van say, I'm just getting warmed up. And sometimes he is pretty withdrawn, at least like public-facing. He might have been like writing himself and his friends into the play. I'm supposed to be holding a cello demonstration this afternoon. Feeling nervous. Heard you used to be a cellist in a famous orchestra, Miss Leifa? Does Leifa know Elliot, or am I being like a little
Alright, let's move.
As former professional, the expectations held of me are very high. Yeah, probably not. It's just another like musician.
That's just a rumor, right?
Let's make a save. Let's make a save here. I'm curious to see what happens after I talk with everyone. It always makes me happy to see the students enjoying our food. I even give second helpings on occasions. Okay. Welcome. What can I get you? Hit me up with the tastiest thing on the menu, please. Funny girl, this one. In that case, I recommend either the egg combo or the hamburger steak platter. They're our most popular selections. Additionally, you can add something from the sides menu. We also have 5 dessert items to choose from. I just died and went to food heaven! Hey yes, what should I get? Oh, my ears. Well, I can't blame her for being excited. Rames's cafeteria is well known for its delicious food. Why don't we take a look at the menu? Did she get some sort of like... Those look like clams. This is the best bowl of stew I've ever had in my whole life. It's a pretty standard dish, but the flavor's fantastic. This place's reputation is more than well deserved. I'm glad you two like it. Like it? I love it. There's so many yummy looking foods to choose from, I don't even know where to start. They even have a snazzy ice cream shop just around the corner. Rames rules. If you love the food so much, why don't you just marry it? The mystery of the century. Oh, this is a little off topic, but I've been meaning to ask. Is it really okay for you to leave the office unattended? Alright, I guess. Van did leave us in charge of it. I wouldn't worry. Requests aren't coming in as much, so I think we can grind them out after school and on the weekends. Yeah, we had so much free time, we didn't know what to do with ourselves. Besides, we haven't had any luck finding clues about the fairy's whereabouts. You mean the fairy that was with the Crimson Grendel? I heard they showed up in the Blacklight District. She has something to do with what you're searching for, right? Yeah, that's as far as we've gotten, though. We tried to find out more while we've been doing requests. Nothing's turned up yet. I'm sorry to hear that. That weird time leap thing hasn't happened since then either. At least I don't think it has. I'm thinking it only triggers when someone's life is in danger. I know it saved us several times over, but honestly, I don't want to go through anything like that ever again. Yeah, I'm glad the two of you are safe and all, but that whole thing worries me. A little bit of like dead bodies for the school day. I just get this feeling that something strange is going on. I really hope Van's alright. The poor, lonely, and beautiful damsel awaits the arrival of her dashing knight. Oh, I bet I could turn this into a novel. It writes itself. What? The two lovers were rent asunder, but they will always be together in their hearts. I think I'm sitting on a gold mine here. Oh, wait, back up. Lovers? Oh, what are you even saying, Nadia? Alright, you can stop tormenting the poor girl now. Hurry up and finish your lunch. The three continue to enjoy their lunch, and after indulging in some desserts, they return to exploring the campus. Oh, there's the first bell. Already, but I wanted to have more fun. We had more than enough fun. Anyways, we still have a little bit of time before class. We should head back before long. Good idea. Advance the main story, head back to class. How advanced is the main story, I gotta wonder. I guess we should leave on a cliffhanger if it gets crazy.
Leave it to me.
Because it kind of feels like a little, like, slow right now. The last bell rung just as the group returned to class, and thus afternoon lessons began. What could happen at school? Well, I mean, a lot can happen at school. I feel like a lot of things have happened in at school in Zemuria where it's like nothing would faze me. Like, I feel like every school we've ever been in has had like a hostile takeover, you know? Some sort of like occupation. So it's not like, it's not far removed for something foul to happen. Oh crap, I've got work today. See you guys later. It was nice meeting you both. I hope we can talk more tomorrow.
Sure thing. Bye-bye. I've got to do some more filming for our festival screening event. I'll be sticking around campus for a while, so if you want to drop by and chat some later, feel free.
Sure thing. Thanks again for sharing your notes on art history. It was a big help.
It was no trouble at all. I get that mid-year transfer is tough. Don't be afraid to lean on any of us if you need to, okay? Everybody sure seems busy. Clubs, part-time jobs, festival prep. It's like there's always something going on.
Yeah, I knew it was an elite school, but it's a lot different than what I was expecting. In a good way, of course.
Aramis is a place that emphasizes freedom and flexibility. That's what attracted so many people to it over the years. Yeah, like our new boss man in Specs, right?
Lane graduated from Aramis too, if I'm not mistaken. The alumni from this place are anything but a normal bunch.
You may be right about that. There are people of all stripes here, although there was a time when things weren't always so upbeat. Huh? You don't say. I feel like I've heard something about that before.
You must be talking about the times when Ren was running for student council president. Well, I think it's about time we headed out. School's over now, and it looks like everyone's gone to do their club activities and stuff.
Good point. Good point. Although I wouldn't mind wandering around campus with you for a while if you'd like. Oh, I'm so down for that. The Adventures of the Aramis Expedition Squad Episode 2 is officially underway. Let's go around and play pranks on everyone.
Huh, how about no? More importantly, there's a bulletin board here in the Arbor District, right? I think we should do a few requests if we have the time.
What, you want me to spend my free time doing work? No way, hard pass. Is what I normally say, but I kinda want to take one or two actually. We weren't able to do any earlier today. Right, it's against school rules to leave campus during our lunch break. Oh, do you mind if we drop by the student council room again? Adette and Albert asked me to come, and they want me to bring you along too. If you're fine with going, then we can save that visit for last. Work comes first. Right, sounds good to me.
We can now leave campus and explore the Arbor District. Oh.
Hey, just popping in with an update from Marduk support. Further analysis has revealed a new floor to the Marhian Garden, so check it out if you get a chance, okay?
Oh, it's a good thing. A new floor to the Marhian Garden? Say less. It actually is the perfect place for me to leave off. I can grind the Marhian Garden again. Yeah, we'll do more housekeeping next time. The housekeeping is kind of good warm-up for like talking. So we'll probably leave ourselves that to like kind of like get like into the groove of things next time we stream. Yeah, that being said, thank you for everyone who stopped by. I always appreciate the company. Happy Friday. Happy Saturday. What's next? So tomorrow is gonna be Uta. We got some Uta Wire Ramono, and then after that, we are... Wait, hold on. No. Fuck, I have it all fucked up. For some reason, I thought it was Saturday. Tomorrow, we got more Yakuza Pirate, and then Sunday, we have Uta. And then after that, we have a new schedule. Oh, right, I usually played Yakuza on Friday. That's why it felt weird. Okay, but yeah, that being said, GG's. Thank you. Peace, peace. Hold on. I think you can get, like I was saying earlier, I think you can get closer with the characters on mouse and keyboard. You can. I mean, it's a little closer. Peace, peace.